You're right on time for Hope TV News Watch on this 30th day of May 2025. A very good evening to you wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight is Boniface Moridi. Now, 4 suspects linked to the alleged abduction of Juja Member of Parliament George Koimburi have been released on a cash bail of 300,000 shillings each as investigations continue. Among them is Kanyanyaini, Member of County Assembly Grace Ndutawa Rimo, who remains a key person of interest. The DCI says CCTV and digital evidence place her with the MP. On the night in question, contradicting her earlier claims, police allege the abduction may have been staged for political gain, but Koimburi has declined to record a statement. 5 witnesses have so far come forward. Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has urged members of Parliament to tighten laws on enforcement disappearances, citing legal loopholes that allow abuse. Speaking in Naivasha, CS Murkomen warned that fake abductions like the one allegedly staged by Juja MP George Koimburi waste vital security resources and undermine genuine cases. The CS has called for a tougher framework to curb such misuse and uphold public safety.
This matter has now escalated to a level where, in the situation we have been handling this week, where a member of parliament is abducting himself. And this is serious because a member of parliament is a person who occupies a very high office. And this comes after we lost another member of parliament who was unfortunately shot, and the case is in court. So when a member of parliament participates in this very comical act of self-abduction, it generally creates despondency among the population. And it also it makes cheap and lighter a serious subject matter of abduction.
Moving on swiftly, and National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has criticized Martha Karua following her deportation from Tanzania, urging leaders and activists to avoid actions that strain regional ties. Speaking in Bungoma during a dormitory handover at Cardinal Otunga Girls High School, Wetangula emphasized the need to preserve cordial relations within the East African community.
The East African community is not a community of flags, is not a community of presidents. It's a community of the people of East Africa. Started by our founding fathers, Mzee Kenyatta, Mwalimu Nyerere, na Dr. Milton Obote wa Uganda. I want to urge my fellow Kenyans who have started a bad habit of roaming all over East Africa to go and foment trouble, to go and cause disaffection, to go and appear to know what others they think don't know. You are a lawyer in Kenya. We look at your records, you have never had any distinction as a lawyer in this country. Alafu unakimbia unaenda Tanzania, you want to go and show Tanzania that you are a lawyer. And here in Kenya, nobody even appreciates what you do as a lawyer.
Now, the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacist and the Dentist Union has condemned threats by the Kiambu County government to sack striking doctors, calling the move illegal and unconstitutional. The medics downed their tools on Tuesday over delayed statutory remittances, denied sick leave and stalled promotions, some dating back over a decade. KMPDU says the county's failure to act, despite a 21-day notice, has left doctors facing evictions, lack of medical cover, and financial hardship. The union now warns it could escalate the strike to a national level if Kiambu County does not resolve the crisis swiftly.
The notice to Kiambu County government on 5th of May 2025, and up to the time that you were going on strike, we had not had any meetings with the county. So I'm justified by all means, by all mechanisms, to say that This strike that we are on today as Kiambu doctors has been necessitated and forced upon the doctors by the inactiveness of the Kiambu County government. The take home is, if the county dares touch any doctors, we will not leave it for those doctors in Kiambu. We will have it as a national issue.
President William Ruto has called for stronger investment and collaboration in Kenya's blue economy to boost fish production. Speaking at the Blue Economy Summit in Homa Bay County, the head of state pledged increased government support and urged fishermen to respect breeding zone regulations for sustainability.
Sasa tunaendelea na phase 2 ya hii mambo ya paya hapa. Na tumetoa pesa kama serikali milioni 600 ingine ya kujenga theater hapa, ya kujenga cold rooms hapa, ya kuendesha mambo hii yenuke yene juu. Na vile vile nataka mnisikize kwa makini. Usafiri hapa Lake Victoria imekuwa na matatizo makubwa. Kubeba gari ni ngumu, kusafirisha wananchi ni ngumu. Ni kweli ama si kweli? Kama vile tuko na feri kule Mombasa, sasa tumeweka pesa ya serikali milioni 600 kujenga feri ambayo itasaidia sisi hapa Lake Victoria kusafirisha wananchi, kusafirisha mzigo, kusafirisha magari, ndio hii dunia iweze kubadilika. Nasikizeni watu wa Homa Bay, mimi nitarudi hapa Disemba kwa sababu feri yenu itakuwa imekamilika, kwa sababu ile mpango ambayo phase 2 itakuwa imekamilika. Tunaelewana? Mbali na kujenga hii paya ya hapa Homa Bay, nyinyi mnajua tunajenga paya ingine kule Sio Port na tunajenga paya ingine kule Muhuru Bay. Ndio usafiri wa hapa Lake Victoria, biashara ya zamaki hapa Lake Victoria, mambo ya kusafirisha mizigo na wananchi iweze kuendelea kwa taratibu na kwa hali ambapo haihatarishi maisha ya wananchi hapa katika Lake Victoria.
Kuna wale wanasema ati rais anatenga tu na anatenga na anatenga. Sisi tunawaambia amesema, ametenga na akatenda. Your Excellency, the transformation of this country will be televised. And those who have eyes will see it. And it will be market by market, pyre by pyre, road by road, affordable house by affordable house. And it will carry these Kenyans along and out of poverty.
Well, it is exactly 8 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and sports news.
Ni wewe tu bwana, ni wewe tu. They said you must get born again tonight. You must. They prayed for, we stayed there for 3 hours.
They breathed fire.
Yes, so I got tired. I said, let me get born again. Tomorrow I will backside. So I became a photographer. Every mission that we went, when the demons were being chased away, I was capturing the moment. After
You're still first year.
First year.
And you have started your first business.
First business. Yes. Yeah. My room was a business center.
So now it has become a barber shop.
The bed is there. The seat is here. I bought a mirror there. Let me tell you, this time I shaved 10 men. Before Optiven, I had done over 15 businesses that never worked. The first land I bought with the 5 million I'd saved was in Syokimau's place called Sabaki.
Yeah, I know Sabaki.
So I lost the money. That doubled.
The 5 million you had saved, your life savings,
went
down just like that.
I lost it.
Join Pastor Emmanuel Hillary this Sunday for a moment of worship on Ultimate Worship. From 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and repeat from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hope TV, look and live.
Thank you for tuning in to Hope TV, your go-to channel for hope, inspiration, education, and wholesome entertainment. At Hope TV, we are committed to knowing God and making Him known through powerful media content. We truly value you and are dedicated to serving you better. For feedback, inquiries, or complaints, reach out via WhatsApp or SMS on 0708 222 323. Email us at customerexperience@hopefm.org. Hope TV, look and live.
You're watching Hope TV News Watch. Now let's get down to business. And the Ministry of Agriculture has moved to safeguard local rice farmers under the Mwea irrigation scheme by directing the Kenya National Trading Corporation to purchase over 5,000 metric tons of locally grown rice worth 500 million shillings. This comes amid concerns over imports affecting market access. Farmers will receive payment within a month, an improvement from previous delays.
We are here to assure our farmers here, and we know that this society has over 8,500 members. We want to assure them that the rice that is available will all be bought by Kenya National Trading Corporation, and that payments will be due as per the agreement with the corporation, and they will be without undue delay, so that farmers get a fair return of their investment. Again, just to assure that the rice that is here does not also compete with the rice that is important, because it caters for a totally different market.
Mine is just to encourage farmers to join the circle. We increase our production, and KNTC is assuring them of a market. KNTC picks up this rice and markets it to government institutions. So we are here to assure you that we'll get orders, we'll mill the rice, and we'll offtake it and market it.
Our worry or our concern was, like as of now, we were supposed to have paid the farmer by May. We are heading to June. And then another worry is that what we have, we already in the field, and this goes to the government. We appreciate that we have the river dam. With the river dam, the aim of the river dam was to increase production. Yes, this one has been done. What we have in the field, close to 32,000 acres, they are already under crop, whereby initially we only had 2 crops. That is the main crop, Aratun. Then we didn't have Aratun 3 and another crop. But because of the availability of irrigation water, like now in a month's time, we are to harvest what is already in the field, the 32,000 acres. This is what we have as stocks. That was one of our worry in the management. Where are we going to take the other harvest? Having the stocks that the farmer delivered from November, December, another delivery was done in February and March. So that's why the management decided to approach. Probably that is why we are here, so that we get a way forward.
Now, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has defended the government's decision to lease Nzoia Sugar Company to a private miller, calling it a strategic move to revive the struggling factory. This comes amid opposition from some Western Kenya leaders who have vowed to block the leasing, arguing it threatens the region's economic interest. The state has already finalized the leasing of 4 public sugar mills to private operators for 30 years.
Kiwanda ya Nzoia inafufuliwa. Sasa mfadhili ameingia na mumeona watu wakipiga kelele. Mtu halimi miwa, mtu hata halimi chochote. Mtu kama Eugene Wamalwa sijawahi kusikia hata amelima njugu. Hakuna. Lakini ako hapa anapiga kelele kweli kweli, watu wasiliboreshe Nzoia. Iko mbunge mwingine alikuwa huko Kandui, shamba yake amelima kahawa na ako 1 kilometer from Nzoia, halimi miwa. Ako hapa anasema Nzoia isiboreshwe. Kuna mwingine huko kwake miwa inalimwa inaenda Mumias, ako hapa anasema Nzoia isiboreshwe. Na sisi tunataka kubadilisha maisha ya wananchi.
The government has reaffirmed its commitment to reviving Lake Victoria's fisheries through the ongoing construction of the Kabonyo Regional Fisheries and Aquaculture Training Center in Kisumu County. Currently 30% complete, the $10 million Kenya-Hungary funded facility will produce up to 7 million fingerlings per quarter, including tilapia, catfish, and common carp, to support restocking efforts and local fish farming. It will also house a Nile Perch Innovation Center, an aquaculture resource unit, and Kenya's first fishing school, serving counties across the Lake Region Economic Bloc.
The project is being implemented by the Kenya government in partnership with the Hungarian government at a total cost of Kenya shillings, 3 billion shillings. You are aware that we have been facing the challenge of depleting stock of fish in the lake. And one of the integral components of this project is to have a production facility for fingerlings, which we can use for purposes of enhancing the production levels of fish within the lake. The contractor is already on site, as you can see. In terms of project update or status, we are at about 30%. The horizontal infrastructure, the road network, is already being worked on. They have already done a canal to block backflow of water from the lake. The foundation of the administration block, the laboratory, the dormitory, the staff housing and other amenities is already work in progress. And we have appealed to the contractor to up his game. Yeah? We are a bit concerned about the slow pace of the project. We have appealed to the contractor to up his game so that this project can be completed within the stipulated timelines.
On swiftly, and the government is constructing county aggregation and industrial parks in all 47 counties to boost value addition, manufacturing, and agro-industrial growth. 13 priority CAIPs, including in Meru, Homa Bay, Busia, and Kirinyaga, are set for completion by the end of August this year. Each park cost 500 million shillings, jointly funded by the national and county governments.
We must make sure as you complete your building, your CAIP, the utilities are on site at the same time. Roads, electricity, ICT, water. Otherwise, we'll have projects which will be built and they are not operational. So I want to hear, other than this, the expected completion dates for the 13, each of the 13, what is the state of the utilities, especially from our friends in the county government? Tell us, are the utilities there? We have our own reports, but we want to validate that, what our national government officers have told us, plus your own report, because you're the people who are there and doing this work. We also need, finally, to live here with the forward linkages for CAIPs. The forward linkages are the route to market assurances. Who has done the route to market assurances, both national, both for the local market and international market? Where will those products being aggregated and value added, where will they be sold? Yeah? Who will buy them? Where is the demand?
Kenya is charting a bold new path in tourism by spotlighting the Western Circuit as a premier adventure destination. The Kenya Tourism Board has launched the second edition of the magical Kenya Mountain and Trail Series, now dubbed the Magharibi Trail Series, which is a multi-sport expedition blending hiking, cycling and cultural immersion across Kakamega, Siaya and Homa Bay counties. With the initiative kicking off in the lush Kakamega forest, officials say it marks a shift towards sustainable, experience-driven tourism that taps into the region's untapped potential and rich biodiversity. The move is part of a broader strategy to diversify Kenya's tourism offerings and attract 200,000 adventure tourists in the next 5 years.
Today, we are flagging off the magical Kenya Trail Series Magharibi edition. This edition is showcasing the Western Circuit of Kenya. We have 9 amazing circuits, and this time around, adventure is taking us to the western part of the country. We kick it off here at Kakamega County, Kakamega Forest, and we shall go all the way to Homa Bay County to Rusinga Highland, where we'll be able to experience the amazing Lake Victoria, engage with the Suba people, the culture of the Suba, their cuisine and their music. This is part of our product diversification as Kenya Tourism Board, even as we look at providing the market with the new products that the market is calling for.
Western Circuit for a long time has been less visited, more especially by our residents and citizens. And this particular activity that is composed of the cyclists that will be moving inside the Kakamega forest is actually going to open up, or move us right from, wildlife tourism to adventure tourism. And this is purely to see how we can be able even to involve the communities in this particular event.
Now, and to some sporting action. Harambee Stars captain Michael Olunga has officially parted ways with the Qatari side Al Duhail after 4 seasons. The 31-year-old departs as the club's all-time top scorer, with 130 goals, having joined in 2021 for a fee close to 1 billion shillings. Al Duhail praised Olunga's professionalism and impact, while the striker bid farewell on social media after a trophy-less campaign. Real Madrid have completed the signing of England international Trent Alexander-Arnold from Liverpool on a contract running until 2031. The 26-year-old right-back, whose deal at Anfield was set to expire, joins for an undisclosed fee and is expected to debut at the Club World Cup in June. A Premier League and Champions League winner, Alexander-Arnold's exit sparked mixed reactions from Liverpool fans, but he now reunites with former Reds midfielder and new Madrid coach Xabi Alonso at the Santiago Bernabeu. And finally, Chelsea have triggered the £30 million release clause for Ipswich striker Liam Delap, with personal terms expected to be a formality. The 22-year-old, who was strong ties with Chelsea personnel, including head coach Enzo Maresca and former teammates Cole Palmer and Romeo Lavia, is set to join the Blues following Ipswich's relegation. Delap was impressed by Chelsea's recent Conference League final win and is drawn by the club's playing style, youthful squad and long-term ambitions. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV News Watch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night and an awesome weekend. My name is Kimani, and signing for us tonight has been Boniface Moredi.